Puyallup may have to change the way that they help the homeless.
A state agency ruled a recently passed city ordinance violates a city law by not designating areas for drop-in centers or shelters with adequate access to public transportation. Steve Kiggins digs into the findings and shows us what the city and nonprofit organizations are doing to move forward.
It all really started with a heartbreak. As crazy as that sounds.
Amber says she's only been homeless for a few months. She's now living in a tent near the Puyallup River. And while she's working to get back on her feet, she says finding help in her hometown is tough.
If they're not going to allow us to be in tents, then they have to have somewhere for us to go, right?
For now, the only help she can find close by is the New Hope Resource Center. It's a place where people who are homeless can get a hot meal, build community, and help find services. But services in Puyallup are hard to find. New Hope is basically the only gig in town.
I feel more pushed out by the city, the higher ups, for sure. It's them that doesn't want us here.
Last fall, the city council passed an ordinance that specified where new shelters or drop-in centers could be located inside the city and how they would be required to operate. But Homeward Bound, which runs New Hope, challenged the ordinance, and on Monday, the State Growth Management Hearings Board ruled the ordinance's city-designated zones did not promote a variety of housing for those with special needs for the elderly, disabled, or homeless, and cited access to public transit was an issue. But the city of Puyallup said the Growth Management Hearing Board's ruling did not invalidate the ordinance in entirety. The city's attorney told Q13 News in a statement, quote, "The city is still studying the decision and has not yet made a determination on a response."
I've always felt the law is on our side.
Rick Rose is a board member for Homeward Bound, the organization that fought the city's ordinance. He believes new shelter and drop-in locations are vital to meet the needs of a growing homeless population inside the city of Puyallup. And while the New Hope location is not impacted by last fall's ordinance, he says expanding services here won't happen without collaboration.
We're fighting for our survival. So to think of growing or moving, I don't see how that can happen without the cooperation of the city council and the city staff.
In Puyallup, Steve Kiggins, Q13 News.
That ruling, by the way, is available.